Hey, hello everyone. Good evening. What an exciting night. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm on my own. No Dave tonight. He's busy working, but I have got the Lil with me. Lil's with me, keeping me company. And I got my cup of tea all ready because we've got some exciting news. The group cruise is booked. It is 100% going ahead. And I've got all the details for you, for those of you that might be interested. A quick hello to Mary, Naswath Dar, Mary, and Stuart and Kerry watching from Swansea. Thomas, good evening. Suzanne, good evening. How are you? And Keith, good evening to you. Right, let's get talking straight away because this is purely a stream tonight to look at the group cruise. And we hope as many of you will come along as possible and that want to. So let me see if we can tempt you. And first of all, show you what we've chosen. So here we go. We have the Mida Travel Group Cruise and the date will be March the 22nd to the 29th, 2027. And this is a cruise that will go from Southampton. Let me show you where we are or will be visiting. Oh, Dave is in the room. Oh, you managed to catch a break. How are you, babe? Marty, good evening. John and Paul are with us. And Graham, who's on the cruise. Good evening, Graham. Good to see you. Georgie and Andy, I know will be here. Sue Cooper, Chris and Sarah, Dan and Sarah. Yeah, Dan and Sarah and John Freeman. Good evening to you all. So we're going to go through what this cruise is. And as you can see on the board, we have details. It's Spain and France from Southampton. So starting at Southampton, it will visit La Coruna, Bilbao, La Verdon, Cherbourg, and then back to Southampton. I wouldn't take too much note of that. It's not quite that cheap when you add everything on. But let's go through what is available. First of all, I'm going to give you the prices. I have been into the store today and booked our room. And whilst I was there, I got the prices for an inside, a balcony, and a mini suite. There are other rooms available, but I'll explain those as we go through. So balcony, Dave and I stayed in a balcony the last time we were on Sky Princess, and it was a really, really nice room. Bathroom was a little bit on the small side, but it was plenty adequate. And what we loved about Sky Princess was the medallion system. And when we were on Sky, we sort of said, this is the right ship to come on a group cruise with. The medallion system was fantastic. We had wristbands with them on like watch straps. Otherwise, you will just get them on a lanyard. So I will at some point on, and I'll tell you all about the Facebook group page. We'll put details on there, but I'm sure there are lots of different ways you can have your medallion. We just found it. I'm not a fan of lanyards, so I really enjoyed it on the watch strap. But the great thing is, I loved it. Every time you went up to the room, it just opened automatically. Your face comes up on a panel, and the doors just open. And I just love that. But I also love the fact that wherever you were on the ship, you could order via the medallion. But we'll come to that in a little bit. So let me go on with the prices for an inside room. This price was today's price. If you ring tomorrow, the store is open tomorrow, and I will give you the details. The price might not necessarily be the same. Hopefully it will be, and if not, it won't be very different. So let's first of all have a look at the inside plus guaranteed. The guaranteed cabin means that you don't select your cabin, it is chosen for you before the cruise. That obviously comes with dangers. You could end up in a noisy room and just not in a good cabin. So I'd seriously consider having a guaranteed cabin. So it's 1,025. but this includes $60 room credit, and that's the total for 2 people. Your Princess Plus package, and I'll talk about the Plus package. This isn't just a drinks package. This includes Wi-Fi, certain meals, lots of things. So we'll go through that, and also gratuities. Now, I was quite surprised because I didn't realize when I got an initial quote that gratuities are added by Princess. Therefore, it took the price up a little bit more again. And I think it was something like £234. But all the prices I've got tonight include those gratuities. So that is why you might see 600 odd on that still I showed you, but that now includes your Princess Plus package and your gratuities, and it gives you $60 room credit back. So the inside, if you choose to select your own, is an extra £50. So it's £1,075 and 50p. Solo, oh, you poor solos. I do feel bad that I couldn't get this price down, but for solo, it is 1842. And that's with the same benefits above. When I went the other day, I was told that a solo only gets half the room credit. I was told today that that's not the case. You will get 60 because you're paying for more. You will get the £60 credit. So we'll show you the different packages shortly, and let's have a look at the balcony. Now, I will say, what I'm going to tell you is going to surprise you the same way it surprised me. I don't see anybody going for an inside cabin when you find out the price of a balcony cabin. Yeah, it's cheaper. Let's the balcony cabin looks really nice. And what I should say about balcony, it's not just a balcony cabin. There are lots of other different balcony. You've got a deluxe balcony, which the only difference from the balcony is that it's bigger and you get a seating area in it. You also get an obstructed balcony, an obstructed deluxe balcony. Obviously, those are going to have some sort of obstruction out the balcony, but you might well be interested. And again, if you do ring through our agent, then you can ask about those if you want a deluxe balcony, but you don't want to pay a deluxe balcony price. A big hi to Billy and Jill. Keith obviously saying they were in a balcony on Sky in 2025 and it was fine. I think that we saw when we were on Sky last October, we had an inside, which was perfectly fine, but we did go and see a mini suite, and I'll come to the mini suite in a minute. But if we look at the prices of a balcony, oh, and that's the deluxe balcony. So you can see that you've got the chair in there. So that's the balcony. That's the deluxe balcony. If we go on to the prices, so a balcony guaranteed is $1,050. Now, what was the price of the balcony? I've forgotten. $1,025. So you're only paying £25 more. But what you have to bear in mind with a balcony, you're getting $150 room credit. And that's also with the Princess Plus package and the gratuities. So that really is a much better deal than the inside. You've also got solo, which is 1715. But let's have a look at the select is £1,096.50 for you to select your cabin now. And good evening, Infinite Sound. How you doing? And solo for you to be able to select your cabin now is 1,908, and that's the same benefits as we have here. I've explained about the other balcony types, so if you did want to look at those, you can go to the Princess site And if you put a fake booking, a cruise in, you don't have to go very far. You just have to find the cruise. You don't have to go very far. You can put this cruise in, then you will see what cabins are available. Moving forward, this is the mini suite. This is what Dave and I booked this morning. We were lucky when we were on the Sky Princess that we had friends that were staying in one of these rooms. And I have to say, it's a really, really, really nice room. And the bonus is, and probably the reason that Dave was anxious to get it, was that it's got a bath. And we have only got a shower at home, so he can't wait to get in the bath, and even I might get on it just so I can say I've been on in a bath on a cruise ship, because I've never done that before. Infinite, remind me, and I'll come back to you in a little bit. We have got 2 videos. If you look on our YouTube site, you should be able to find the Princess playlist. In the Princess playlist, we have 2 videos, each with 25 tips that would probably be of interest to you. Sky is a wonderful ship. We absolutely loved it, and we're excited to be going back on again. Best food that we've had on a cruise line. Buffet, unbelievable choice. Entertainment was good, and service and everything else was brilliant. So really nice ship to be going on. If we carry on, oh, Harold's in the room. Hi, Harold. So the price, how much is this one going to cost you? This one is $1,314, but this one you get $200 room credit. And I'm sure I've got a thought what I'm going to spend mine on. Me and Dave will have 100 each, and it's either a spa treatment or we're going to do the sanctuary, dependent on the weather, of course, though, for the sanctuary. Now, if you do decide to go ahead, this will be £99 per person deposit, and that is due when you book. The balance isn't required until the 7th of December 2026, so quite a while to save for it. If you prefer to pay it on a monthly basis, they do have a direct debit system. I will say before I go on that you're not obliged to book with our agent. I'll give you details of them shortly. You're not obliged to book with them. If you can find a better deal elsewhere, or you want to use your own agent, then that's fine. The only thing I would say is we are at some point going to need what's called a TWID code, TWID code. They should be able to give you this when you book. What this will enable us to do, if you've booked through TUI Superstore in Telford, you don't need to worry about the TWID code, because they will have all the bookings that they do there. They will link them all together, and that will mean that when we come to book things like dinner together, when we want to book group activities, do anything within the group, they will be able to have all of the group grouped together. So it is quite important to do it. I should have said the debit system is over 7 months. So if you wanted to pay it monthly, they can set up for that. Apparently, this cruise is selling fast. They're probably always going to tell you that. But I know that I looked on Friday and there seemed to be tons of room. When I went into the store today, there wasn't. Let me show you the notes I took today. I can't even read and understand it myself. But I know there's plenty of inside and balcony rooms at the moment. But what we would advise is that you book it as soon as possible. Although saying that, there is no obligation to do that. We are going to have a cut-off point, but we're going to probably look somewhere at the end of March, beginning of April, to say, right, we're not going to take any more bookings. Although saying that, we may well be able to, but we do need to have an idea, and we can't sort of wait 6 months for people to book. Very likely anything will be left. and also it just makes it very difficult for us to plan. So we are going to put a cut-off point sometime at the beginning of April, but we will make that clear when we do it. Let's have a look at these packages. I just rave about Princess. They do so many things right, and I think these packages are fantastic. Oh, I've got some more notes to say first. So if you decide to book, do it as soon as possible. I've said that. Confirm your booking with us. Just send us an email, and the email's there, midertravel@icloud.com. Send us an email saying that you have booked, and we will then send you a link to a Facebook page that we've set up. And that Facebook page is obviously the place where we will pass on information, talk about possible group activities. Dave and I are very anxious that everybody's paying a lot of money to come, and we want you to have the cruise that you want to have, that you enjoy and do your thing. But we will give you at some point a list of things and get-togethers and meets, and you can dip in as much or as little as you like. As long as you know where we're meeting, what activity we're doing, then it's down to you whether you come and join us or you think, nah, we don't want dinner with you tonight. We want to go and try a speciality, or we don't want to sort of come to that. We want to go and do something else. Then there's no pressure that everybody that books for this has got to do everything that we do. It's about everybody enjoying the cruise for them, but dipping in with us as and when you like. Right, for information, I did find out today that the cruise has 5 informal nights and 2 formal nights. Always useful to know what they have on. Right, this is the itinerary. So 22nd of March, it departs from Southampton at 4 p.m. and it is using the Mayflower Cruise Terminal. Last time Dave and I went on Sky Princess, it went from the Ocean Terminal. So it has changed terminal, but fortunately, me and Dave have been to the Mayflower. We will be going on the train. We're already meeting up with a couple, and we'll be going on the train, and we will walk from the train station to the terminal, which is a nice, easy 10-minute walk. And again, as the year goes on, if other people want to time their train similar time to us, then everybody's welcome on the train. And we've got Dave with us, so he will he'll look after us all. Stuart, that's good advice. The promotion ends on 2nd of March. So I wasn't aware of that. So good job I've got you here. And important then to get onto this as soon as possible. And then we've obviously got La Coruna. We've got a day at sea, which is when I think the 2 day at seas, we will definitely be doing some sort of meet up and group activity. And the following day, we've got Bilbao. Then the next day, we've got Le Verdon, which I know very little about. 27th is another sea day. Then we've got Cherbourg. And we're back to Southampton on the 29th, arriving at 7. Let me go through and show you now what's included. Let me have a quick mouthful. I'm getting a bit dry. You know how I love to talk. I will, when I've finished going through all this information, if anybody's got any questions, I'm more than happy to do it. I'm also more than happy if anybody is not sure about something and just want something clarifying, drop us an email. I'll put the email up again before we finish. So this is what I love about Princess. So you've got the Premier, and I know somebody's done the Premier already, and you've got the Princess Plus. Now, we think the Premier is really good value if you want to do a lot of speciality dining because it's unlimited. But anyway, let's go through. So with the Plus, and all the prices I've give you are for the Plus. So you get 15 drinks per day. Cocktails, wine, beer, spirits, fountains, soft drinks, zero alcohol cocktails. You get specialty coffee and teas unlimited, and you get up to 12 bottles of water per day. So that is quite good. Casual dining. Now, casual dining, actually, I don't think it's not the speciality. It is, there's a couple of restaurants where people pay extra, but you get 4. And these are things like Alfredo, which Dave and I used once for lunch. And we had a pizza there, which was really nice. I'm not sure, but these are the things that we'll look at. What other, where can we use these for dining opportunities? Right, there it is. Specialty dining. Oh, Danny, we'll definitely give you one restaurant that is worth trying. I have to say, though, that we found the main dining room so good. We had one specialty meal, which was really good. So I'll pass on that tip to you, Danny. But we didn't do the second one because we decided the main dining room was so good, we didn't need it. And the other great thing with these packages is you can get Ocean Now delivery. And Dave and I loved this. Nikki Roberts, hi from Boatyard, Barbados. Wow, on Explorer, how exciting. The Boatyard, yeah, we were right next to the Boatyard. We didn't actually use the Boatyard, but I can picture it in my mind, and I hope you're having a fabulous time. I'm sure you are. John is just saying Rennie, who is our contact, who I will give you details soon, works part-time. And I know that she's not working tomorrow, but all of her colleagues are aware of this cruise and will help you. And I will give you a reference if you do ring them up. So also, that Ocean Now delivery is brilliant. Wherever you are on the ship, just get on your app, order your drink, and they bring it to you. No queuing at bars. And it worked when we were on. We were really impressed how well it worked. Room service. You get room service included. So if you're in your room and you fancy breakfast, you fancy drink, you just order it to your room. Easy. And also, the other good thing is you get Wi-Fi included. Now, the premium get 4 devices, and that's per guest. The plus, you get 1 device per guest. So I think the last time I used my laptop and got that on Wi-Fi, and Dave used his phone. So it worked for us and was ideal. I think Rennie does need a day off after today. She worked hard today. Shore excursion credit, $300 included if you're on the premium. You don't get that if you're on as a guest. Crew appreciation included. Now, I don't know what that is in view of the fact that we paid for gratuities. So I'm not sure where. I'll query that one. And photos, you don't get those, and you don't get reserved theatre seating on Plus, but you do. In the theatre, they have covers on the seats, and if you're premium, no one can go in those until a couple of minutes before the show starts, and then there's a mad rush. But yeah, you've got special seats saved, so that's a nice touch as well. What I think is also, I'm pretty sure is included, but I didn't see it on here. Maybe I missed a little bit at the bottom, but I'm sure you'll all be taking this one up. I'm pretty sure that gym classes and stuff are included in it, but I'll clarify that on that Facebook page in time. Here's the TUI store opening hours. So we have 10 o'clock most days, apart from Saturday at 9 and Sunday at 10:30. So open late most of the week, and I will give you their contact number. There we go. It's 01952 297 990. And there's also an email if you'd rather email them Telford Superstore at tui.co.uk. If you do want to go ahead and ring up, then quote this reference number or this Midas Sky 27. As I say, Rennie, who has dealt with most people today, is not on tomorrow. But ask for her and quote Midas Sky 27. And we have been told that somebody in the store has been allocated to deal with anything that comes in tomorrow. And just quote that and it'll be fine. Right, I think that's pretty much gone through everything that I was going to go through. If anybody's got any questions now. Oh, there's again the Telford TUI store number. Can't get rid of them now. There you go. Is that the last page? Yeah, that was the last page. So let me get rid of that. You can have me nice and big again. So, how exciting. Let me get, I've lost my comments. There we go. Right, what have I missed? Kath, hi. Dan, Sarah, Rennie does need a day off. Yeah, room service. So you'll be all right there. We are so glad we booked today for the group because it was changing in real time. Yeah, don't hang around if you want to come on this group cruise because it is selling out because it is such a good price. And you've only got that price until the 2nd of March. So make sure you try and get it booked as soon as you can. You can use the one just, oh, hold on, keeps moving. You just have to log off one device and log on with one with another. Well, that's in, I wish I'd known that last time because we did stick to the one device. So that's really interesting. I thought it recognized your device. So that's interesting to know. I can take my laptop then. Although I won't need to stream, will I? Jacqueline McKinney, we got £138 discount today. Did TUI give you that? Because TUI are giving a discount. Let me just say that one thing I haven't clarified is that although this is a group cruise, we are, there we go, Dan and Sarah have said Keeley. So Keeley is your contact tomorrow. If you can't remember Keeley tomorrow, just quote that Midas Sky 27. One thing to clarify, I'll have a mouthful of tea. Although this is a group cruise, we are not doing it booking-wise as a group cruise. We have booked ours, and we have said to people, if you want to come, you can go through our agent, but you are all doing individual bookings, and you will be responsible for your own bookings. We are happy because we get on really well with our TUI store. And we are more than happy if there's problems to go and, you know, or anything we need to go to know, we can nip in and find out. And we know that they'll look after us well there. What they will do, though, and I told you about that TWID code, was that will link all of us together so that they will, because they have already said that they will be able to get us together for dinner. We'll be given dining together, and obviously they are going to allow us to use, as long as we speak in advance, they are going to allow us to have get-togethers, and they will find somewhere for us to do that that should be quieter, and it will just be the group. Fortunately, TUI do have a contact with Princess, and that contact does have experience with groups. And so that's a really, really useful contact to have. And we can go through there. I know certainly nearer the day, I've asked if we can be told or given the schedule of, excuse me, what's on and what events, so that we can do this sort of plan of what we will do. Right. Unfortunately, it comes like, oh, well, Mars, you can't be going New Zealand or Australia. well, if this one's a success, obviously, hopefully you'll come to the next one. I watched a video today that days Spain changed a VAT on drinks on some cruise lines. Does Princess include the VAT? I'm not sure. I mean, I know that once you've got the plus package, as long as you've paid that gratuities, there should be no other fee to pay. But obviously, if they've changed something, I don't know. Is this because obviously I've quoted your prices with the plus package, but again, you're not obliged to have a drinks package. I think it's good value to have because of all the other things, but you're not obliged to have those packages. TUI discount, you don't get extra discount for. No, I was upset today. I meant to put that on that sheet because I thought we would get a blue light discount as well. They've given us one in the past, although they've always got a little bit to play with. So maybe it's dressed up that, you know, instead of giving us the discount for something else, they'll give it as blue light. But as I say, I always find they look after us well. So that's good. It's currently only NCL who are charging VAT in Spain when docked. Well, that's really interesting. I mean, obviously a year is quite a long time. So let's hope they don't all do it. So is this on bottles you buy there or individual drinks? Plus package includes all taxes. That's good to know, John. Thank you. So that's a bit of a relief. Any more questions about any concerns? I mean, the Facebook, I don't think I've got the picture loaded of the Facebook page. That might be it there. Let's see if I can load it. Let's see if I can find it. Image file. I think it's this one. Right, let me show you this. There you go. So this is the Mida Travel group cruise that we have set up. And obviously, as I say, once you've booked the cruise, then either send us an email. Let me put the email up again. Send us, there it is. Send us an email or message me message us on our page on Facebook. But just let us know that you have booked, and we will send you an invite to join this group, or we'll send you a link, because I've been putting some emails in and they're not accepting them. So it's probably, if that happens, then I will send a link so that you can just then apply from the link. So that's the Facebook page. Hopefully we will get lots of things going on there, talking about it and what we're going to do, things we can do, any information. I think Dave and I need to go back and watch our own videos on the tips, but there are 2 videos in there. There's also room tours on our, let me get rid of that. There's also, we have the balcony room tour, and we have the, no, sorry, not the balcony. We have the mini suite tour, and we have a inside cabin tour. And as I say, they both were lovely rooms. Dave and I were really happy in our cabin. But don't go for an inside unless you like an inside, because the balcony is a better deal. We'd also say be careful deck 15, deck 16 as well, because I'll put the reference up again. Really, I've been working with Princess to get a discount rate for this one. Yeah, I think that's why they wouldn't put the blue light on as well, was because Princess had put and they also, I think, had put a small discount on it. So that's why I think they wouldn't accept the the blue light card, but then it's like having so many bites of the cherry. They can't. I looked at coffee machines yesterday, and there was a discount. It was discounted sale price. Then there was an extra £55 off it, and then I tried to add blue light, but it wouldn't have it. So yeah, I think if there's already offers on, then they're not going to give you everything, unfortunately. So there we go. That's our group cruise, and Dave and I are really excited about it. We're so excited that we're going to get the opportunity to meet some of you, and I know some of you have booked already, which is great, and we're so sort of excited by that. So we're going to love meeting you. We're going to love getting a nice program together. We're hopefully going to have a lot of fun on the cruise. Well, certainly Dan is with his premium drinks. Who's carrying you home at night, Dan? Who's carrying you back to your cabin? Oh, I'm also on my to Travel Facebook. I'm going to be putting as much Princess as I can over the next few weeks. I've put the late night buffet on. So anybody here like a late night buffet, go and have a look at one of my latest posts on that I put on my to Travel Facebook tonight, because that shows the late night buffet. And another thing Dave and I loved, I mean, the food we found fantastic on Princess, but the buffet, the amount of choice in there, and the fact that if you're vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian, there are bays dedicated just for you. And we've never seen that on a ship before, that you get your own bays. Eileen, of course you can come. Did you see the price though? Get somebody to come with. Find somebody to come with. But of course you can come. In fact, I think people want you. I've already been asked, are you coming? So you better come. Yeah, there you go, Kerry. So yeah, the food and the buffet was out of this world. And certainly I think Dave likes his late night feed after a few bevies before bed. And I think that's where you'll find us, up in the buffet late at night. Sarah's job to carry you out. Yeah. Well, at least we'll know you've had a good time. Dave and I might throw out the cocktail challenge. Let's see. Yeah, 4 rooms went while we were on the floor. On the phone. On the floor. On the flu. On the loo. Flu. Oh, is my husband still here? Dave, you still here? I imagine not. I imagine his was a quick hello. Yeah, Eileen, get yourself booked. Find someone to come with. It's going to be a cracking time. We're going to have a scream. Well, we're going to have a laugh and a scream. And I've even, this could be the cruise that Dave and I finally do our karaoke as well. Yeah, get your friend to come, because the supplement, the balcony, I think, if you're happy, well, no, I think the balcony at 1,075, that you can pick your own. Oh, I'm glad it's not the loo anyway, Georgie. If you can pick your own and it's 1,075 for all that included, then I think that's a good deal. But of course, you need two. I do feel bad for solo cruisers, because I do think it's a big hike. And so, yeah, I was disappointed that I couldn't get a better deal for solos. But if it's selling out, then they're going to want to maximize. So at least it's not quite double, but it's not far off it, is it? Eileen, get working on it, but you need to get it booked. For those of you that don't know, Eileen is my wonderful, wonderful mother-in-law. And right, it's after 7, and I'll witter on. I'll blether on. I've been able to blether to my heart's content because I'm on my own. And the dog don't moan. Dog's asleep. She's well asleep. Oh, what have I done? Just knocked something. I've lost my comments again. There you go. They're back. So, as I say, if anybody's got any questions, do you want me to put the phone number up for... and remember, it's Keeley tomorrow morning. Ask for Keeley, but if you don't remember that, just quote reference Midas Sky 27. Let me find the phone number again for you. There we go, Telford 2E Superstore, and it's 01952 297 990. And as somebody's already said, they were very busy in the store this morning. They will take your number and ring you back. And I know this morning they were doing it in order that the phones were called. So they were putting you in a queue effectively. They weren't sort of saying, oh, we'll ring you back and then taking 2 or 3 more calls. They were doing it in the order that they came in, which was I liked because it seemed quite fair. One last look at the comments. If you email, they'll call you back. Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, if you don't want to ring, then just email them. And they are really, really good there. Dave and I have booked quite a bit with them. We follow them. I think they follow us, and you know, we have a good relationship when you go in. What dog have I got? Let me show. Oh, I'm gonna have to wake her. I'm just gonna have to wake in a minute. Come here, my little cherub. This is our little Lily, little miniature dachshund. Oh, are you sleeping? She's not going to be happy with me now. She's 4 years old, and she's an absolute little treasure, aren't you? You're an absolute little treasure. You are. You want to go back in your bed? I'll get you a treat in a minute. There you go. Oh, she was nice and warm in there. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. We love our Lil. I think she needs a playmate, though. I really do think she needs a playmate. So I'm working on Dave. Don't tell him. I'm working on Dave. We need another one. Sound okay? Oh, well, Dan and Sarah, I really appreciate that. It's so much harder when you're on your own and you got to do all the work. But I hope that, you know, the purpose specifically for last night and tonight has been to push and to let people know about the group cruise. And as I say, it's hopefully be a fun cruise for everybody. And we've got a year, so we've got plenty of time to sort it out. I was really happy that we haven't got to pay the final payment till December. So plenty of time to save. And all be sorted. And in the meantime, oh, and I was really happy. This couldn't have worked out better. My insurance is due for renewal on the 2nd of April, and I've got to get it because I'm doing a cruise on the 4th, 2nd of April. And it's great because I can fit this in at the end and not have to get the insurance for straight afterwards again. So you are hearing me. Oh, maybe it's just yours, Ian, because everybody else seems to be hearing me. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Suzanne's my lovely sister, by the way. Mwah. Watching in France. Lucky. Oh, no, you've not been so lucky because the weather ain't been great, has it? Not quite the same without Dave. I know, I miss Dave. Such a shame he couldn't be here. And he wasn't with me for booking this morning, but we suddenly realized that if we didn't move with this quick now, that people were going to struggle to get the rooms. So I will stress again, if you're interested, then give them a call as soon as possible. They will really help out. And as I say, you're not obliged to use them. It's easier for us because we can liaise if people do have problems. And any questions we've got about the cruise, we know we can go to them and they will speak with the princess, their princess rep. Oh, you get one from Tui and later from Princess. Is that emails? Is that confirmation? I'm not sure what you get from Princess, because we didn't get anything from Princess. We had an email from Tui with the booking confirmation, but she did print, I think probably because she printed it off for me in the store. So I came home with 2 things. Yeah, so I think that that it is because there you go. Yeah, so I had mine given to me in the store, but obviously because you're booking over the phone, they obviously send you that as well. So yeah, you should get booking confirmation. You got it, so it's the system's working really good. You should get emails from TUI confirming your booking, and you should also get then the information from Princess to say that it's booked. And I'm sure somebody told me that the app and the booking online, you can already go in and see that cruise. I think it was Stuart. Did you tell me that? I think Stuart told me that you can already access the app and stuff. And say we really liked the Princess app. It worked really well. Right, I think that's it for tonight then. I'll go and get ready. Dave hopefully won't be much longer. He was off to Cardiff and back tonight, so not sure what time he's going to be home. Anyway, if you haven't, give us a heart or a like. That helps us out a great deal, so we'd appreciate that. And as I say, any questions, always happy. Just drop me a mail and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If I don't know the answer to certain questions, I will build up a list, and then every now and again when I need to, I will go in to TUI and fire these questions at them. Embarkation at the port was really quick, so I don't expect that to be any different. I think you can usually board from 12 o'clock till 4 o'clock. The one thing that we will have to discuss, personally, Dave and I like to dine early. That might not suit everybody, so we'll sort out the dining via the Facebook page. And I mean, we'll just sort things as we go through. Right, I'm out of here because I'm aware that I am wittering on now. So I will love you all and leave you. Thank you to everybody that booked today. We're really excited. Ship sails at 4, but I think you can't board till 12. I'm sure I read on my booking thing today. I think it's on, I think it might be on this. Let me go back and have it. I think it might be on here. Check-in from 12 p.m. Yeah, so it departs at 4 p.m., but you can't check in till 12. I think parking, I know some of you have been looking at parking. I think people have been quoted round about the 75 to 80 pound mark. So if you are going to park your car there, then that will be worth knowing, an extra expense. Let me pull this off. There you go. Right, I'm out of here. I will see you all again. I'm not sure when the next live will be. We will probably at certain times throughout the year. We're not going to do it all the time, but at certain times throughout the year, we will have themes just sticking with the group cruise and looking at that and any developments or things we've got in mind. So occasionally on a live stream moving forward, we will do it on, or we'll have part of it on the group cruise. Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. I've really enjoyed chatting with everybody, and only like to dine early. You need, yeah. You know Dave, don't you? Yeah. Dave likes to eat early so he can be up that buffet at 10:30 at night. And I'll say, oh, well, I'm not hungry. I won't have anything. And then I come back with a plate full of stuff. CPS is not cheap, but it's right beside the ship. So, yeah, if you want convenience, then, you know, that's the only other thing I should say is I think it's bank holiday time. So I know Danny asked a question about trains on the bank holiday. They will run on the bank holiday, but they will be a reduced service. They'll be like a Sunday service, but there should be no problem getting a train back. It was bank holiday last time I sailed with MSC and I had no problem getting back. It was really quiet. Right, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Stuart. Nosdar. Nosdar, Mary, if you're still here. Au revoir, Suzanne, and bye. Goodbye. Good night. Sweet dreams, and look forward to meeting you all. Take care, everyone. I hate this bit because I have to keep